insurance, hustle up. Bradley Hannon's the name.
So every once in a while I have something that I feel like I just have to share here, right? For whatever reason, it's on my heart, it's on my mind, I just need to share it. And so sometimes that's just for me or for me as much as it is for you. But other times I think that there's somebody that needs to hear it out there. And listen, if this does help you, if this video speaks to you, if you like this in any sort of way, drop a comment below, let me know. I love to hear it. It is really one of the things that I get to pride myself most on this channel and doing this, which isn't always easy. This is not an easy thing to do every single day. Today, I'm excited to share this though. I just finished Patrick Bet-David's Your Next 5 Moves. Okay, this book is an incredible book, but Patrick Bet-David is an incredible leader. Somebody that I got a chance to meet at 8% Nation. Thank you, Cody Askins. I was face-to-face with this guy, asking him some questions, getting in the room with some very powerful people. And he talks about in this book, becoming a grandmaster chess player, right? I know nothing about chess. I don't claim to know anything about chess, but he talks about becoming a grandmaster, right? The highest level you can achieve. Supposedly, again, I don't know, but supposedly a grandmaster is usually thinking about 15 moves ahead of his opponent or can think up to 15 moves ahead. And he said, if you want to develop this ability, right, to think and to act as a grandmaster, the most powerful move you can make, right, the most powerful, he doesn't say one of the most powerful. I kind of listened to it like 12 times, so I know. He said, the most powerful move you can make is to shadow great leaders. That's it. And you know why this resonated so much with me? Because so often, I think about when I'm thinking about putting content together, when I'm thinking about training an agent, when I'm thinking about putting together an onboarding platform, your mind starts to think in a very step by step basis. But when I look at my life, and maybe you're like this, but when I look at my life, man, I ended up here, right? I just woke up. Obviously there was hard work, there was steps that I took, there was, tactical pieces that I can give you and that I will give you. But generally speaking, where do I attribute my success? Sometimes I don't know. Okay. And when I heard this, it felt so, it felt so real for me that, man, this is why this is one of the most important things in my life that have helped me. So I want to tell you a quick story about a couple of other great people or people of greatness, if you will, that got there by shadowing a great leader. And one of them is named Warren Buffett. And I'm sure you know who Warren Buffett is. He was worth almost $80 billion at one point in time. And he talks about, in his book and in Patrick's book, he talks about Warren Buffett actually, when he approached Benjamin Graham the first time to work for him, he said, I want to come work with you, learn from you, and I'll do it all for free. Benjamin Graham said, you're far overpriced, right? Because he knew what it would take to he knew the time and the effort that it would take to train somebody and, all of the different things there. It wasn't until 3 years later that Buffett ended up working with Benjamin Graham. And Warren Buffett attributes most of his success, a lot of his success, to getting to work under Benjamin Graham, being in proximity again, shadowing a great leader. Okay, another story is Steve Kerr. Okay, famous NBA player. If you know anything about basketball, okay, you know that the USA Olympic team, okay, is not the most prized opportunity out there. For some, it may be like for some players in the NBA, and I'm just guessing here. For some players, they might feel like it's a great patriotic thing to do, but it doesn't pay well from what I understand. And a lot of the all-stars don't even play on the team. But when Greg Popovich offered to coach for the USA team, I think it was 2018. Don't fact check me, or you can if you want to. Let me know in the comments. But I think it was 2018 that Greg Popovich volunteered to coach for the USA team, which is a big deal because Greg Popovich is an incredible coach, one of the greats, right? And Steve Kerr then stepped up to the plate. Okay, he stepped up to the plate and said, "I'll be the assistant coach." And he talks about doing that because he wanted to be in proximity to Greg Popovich, a coach that he had played for but never got to coach under, which is a different degree of learning and shadowing Greg Popovich. So those are two greats, right? A few greats that understand this concept. And then when I look at my life, one of the greatest examples of this was after finishing ministry school, I moved to Orlando, okay, to follow a pastor, a leader, somebody that's been so pivotal in my life. His name's Justin Daly. He started a church called Action Church in Orlando. If you are in the Orlando area, phenomenal guy, phenomenal leader, phenomenal pastor. I moved to Orlando, okay, sight unseen. I finished ministry school. I moved to Orlando with no job, okay, no money, just the stuff that was in the back of my truck, okay, and barely had a place to live. And I realized I did that because I wanted to be in proximity, okay, to greatness. And I can still look back and I can, some of the things that we do amongst my team, some of the leadership characteristics, some of the things that I gained just from being in proximity, okay, of greatness, in my opinion, greatness, is still having an effect on me today. So if this is the most important thing that's attributed to my success, that's attributed to Warren Buffett's success, and I'm not putting myself on that level at all, I think it's important for you, and I hope this helps. And that's all, folks. Hey, speaking of shadowing and being in proximity, one of the things that I do for my agents is help them close sales. So if you're an agent, you're looking to join the team, check out this video where I talk about why you should.